Welcome everybody back for some more Timberborn Update 4. In today's episode, as per another comment by a helpful viewer, we need some barracks. Now, I'm going to put the barracks over here. I'm going to just get myself a little bit of a path down. And I'm going to put all the housing in here. So, we're going to build the barrack, not the large barrack, because these are actually cheaper and they're a little bit better. And we're just going to place them along here. So we need about 5 of them. And they're just going to go all along there like that. But what I was thinking was obviously we're going to have to eventually expand this. But what I was thinking is we could, I would kind of put them a bit too far forwards really. It needs to go like quick, quick, quick. Let's fix this before they get down there. So the barracks need to go in this setting here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 6 because there's like 6. Actually, we need to do more than 6. We need to do 7 because there is a lot of beavers now in the colony. We can then go around there and down here. And then what I was thinking was at the back of here, we can do a double platform to there. No, we can do double platforms all the way along to there. And then we can go ahead and demolish like literally like 2 of those. We shall high prioritize this. This is not a great idea because I've obviously got a bunch of projects prioritized recently because I've got like this whole thing back here prioritized. So it's not going to work very well. I think I've also got this prioritized as well. Oh, no, I haven't. But they are building that up anyway. So they got to go so far away to get there. We have a drought incoming now, so I'm going to quickly pause these. Well, they're actually working on this. Why? Anyway, they're working on that as well now, so that's interesting. I'm going to quickly prioritize that and all of these things because I believe I did find out that it does actually work for them to work on things that are actually closer. I like looked it up and I was like trying to watch people like explain it to me, and I was like, I mean, it makes sense that the things closest to the district would work or would be built first instead of being built last. What I was going to do with up here, by the way, was I was going to put in just some rooftop terraces basically on either side, and then I was going to build up more barrack. Actually, what we'll do is we'll put in the rooftop terraces all the way along, and then if we need any future expansion for like any particular reason, we can obviously do that as well, and obviously we can build this other side as well. I'm going to also put down a campfire or two just at either end of this thing, just to keep the beavers a little bit happier, because obviously we have been struggling recently with the beavers' happiness, so I don't really want them to be upset. He's quickly going to be doing that. Nice. Anyway, so we've got a bunch of materials, bunch of resources that we are obviously going to work through. We'll put some more beavers in the science machines. We will be getting the number cruncher and stuff as well, working away as well at some point. We can also probably unpause all of those factories there, engines, We can start also looking at having more plank factories, more gear factories and stuff as well. I think I'm going to end up putting them over here. I'm going to put a platform bridge over here. Platform bridge over there, and then we can obviously get all the way around with the power, which is what that's going to come. So the power is going to come out of here, around here, down here. I'm going to have a bunch more buildings in this area here for factories, and maybe even some more other stuff too. Right, so this is coming along nicely. Building along these things. It's going to take a lot of logs though, so I'm slightly worried about that. This is coming along nicely too. They are just getting planks and stuff for this material building. Yeah, they're cracking along with that as well. They're really good, these beavers. They actually sort of prioritize their own stuff without you, the player, doing anything, and it's really good that they do that. We also are out of food storage. Interesting. Let's just quickly solve this problem real quick by doing the old double warehouse trick. We'll do the fermented cast things in there and the fermented soybeans in here. That'll get built up eventually. But obviously priority is the barracks and stuff back here, which obviously we do have one of already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this game run. Obviously it's only been like a little while, and hopefully they'll get all this built up over here and all of this built up over here by the time we get back. I might actually start pausing some stuff, some building and stuff, because at the minute we're like full on planks and everything. So I'll be back when all of this stuff is complete. So after a short while of waiting, as we see the beavers cruising back into their houses on a lovely evening in this update for Timberborn world, all the houses are complete. As you can see, I've done some more building and stuff in the background and stuff, and the beavers will obviously complete those in a timely manner. If we come back over here very quickly, we can see that this is actually also fully complete, and this will not leak water. They're just placed in the last one there, which means that if we come round this way, you can see we are overflowing with water towards this edge of the map. So they're just going to work on finishing up this over here. They're obviously working on this now, and obviously as soon as this is finished, obviously it is filling up now, so obviously got to go up to here for now, and obviously it's going to flow out the map until it gets all the way up to here. But of course we want it to overflow and flow this way instead, so it just needs to get up to wherever this level is here, just so it doesn't flow down here, which I believe actually is that level, but they'll do that in the morning. We are looking a little bit scarce for food, aren't we? So we might need some more of these fermenters, or we might start looking at unlocking the food factory now that we've got ourselves some of these lovely engines up over here. I'm trying to think of where to put it. I have sort of placed in like a loose bit here because I kind of wanted them to go in this kind of area. But I think what I'm going to do just as a temporary fix is I'm going to demolish this actually. I'm trying to think of a way where this will not mess up my whole power system. Hmm. They obviously are building this up as well, which is great. Um, we've got the food factory now, though, so I kind of want to start doing that because then that gives us some more food to get. What I'll do is I'm going to place it in the food factory. Obviously, it takes 120 power. It can go just there. I was thinking about putting another one right next to it, but I don't think that's going to work. But we'll put that in there. Um, eventually, we'll put in a. I'm trying to think of a way where I can get the power around. It's going to have to be like this. All the buildings will lack power for a short little while. Actually, they won't lack power because there's water wheels going. They just won't have enough power. There we go. That's all the engines. We'll high prioritize this food factory. That will obviously break down all the food that is in here. We'll also start planting some of those things in the next couple of episodes. It does look like our wood farms are, oh, tree farms, I should say, are not necessarily struggling, but they're not doing as well as I thought they. Okay, they're all powered by. Oh, that's loud. They're all powered by some of those dudes. Obviously, we're going to need a worker for this, but they'll just take from the engines. So our actual demand is on our actual supply is like 2,500 with all these engines, and obviously we only demand like 595. It's kind of crazy how actually powerful all this is, how powerful these engines are. Obviously, we are lacking builders and beavers and stuff, but they are technically just waiting for stuff to get built. And obviously, they've got two injured beavers, but they are sitting in those things, getting better, hopefully. We do have lots of wood around the map too. This will get built up tomorrow, just waiting for those metal blocks. I thought we had loads of metal blocks, but I have built some buildings that require metal. But all the beavers are happy. They've got a overall well-being of 10. Obviously, we've got one beaver who is injured and who is not happy. We've obviously got a bunch of food we need to get for them. They need some campfire love, and some shrubs and roofs and stuff, and beaver statues. But the reason why I've put all of the houses down here is so that when we do actually get on to doing the decorations and the monuments, actually we could probably put these beaver statues in. So we'll put one there, one there. That will cover both sides of these houses. We've got our first campfire in here. We shall select. We'll do some corn rations for now. Oh, that means we're gonna need like. That means we're gonna need like 3 of these, isn't it? That doesn't it? Great. Yeah, we're gonna need like 3 of these, and I think we're gonna need like, yeah, 3 of those as well. We can start actually working on the mushrooms as well. I was gonna put them down here. I was just gonna like path off here and get down to here, obviously. And what we'll do is we'll put in 2 lumberjack flags and then just mark like all of these trees to be cut. hope that they can obviously get to them. I need to place that the other way around. But yeah, they'll start cutting these down eventually. Obviously, we do have a lack of wood storage, but I'm not too worried about that. We'll boost up that construction site and boost up this construction site. They don't require any materials, so it will just take a beaver to run over like this and just build it. I don't think they take any material, no. It will just take a beaver to come over and put it into place. Obviously, it will take a beaver from over here, but I'm not too worried about that. We've also got some corn rations coming in now, which is why the beavers are lovely and happy again, because they've got this corn rations, I was going to say ability, but it's not really an ability, is it? It's just a need. But look at all those houses here. We do actually need to build some more already, because obviously our beaver colony is growing. So I might future-proof myself and just place in like the other side, like so. That's going to really annoy me that I've placed this. There we go, like that. And then we'll put in the campfire again on that end. Campfire should be okay just having two, because eventually we'll have the whole plan for this series is obviously to have the timber bots. Are they timber bots? No, they're iron bots, aren't they, in this faction? Basically doing everything. So eventually, hopefully, we will get that. Oh, we've got drought in progress. We should probably turn off these. It's a good job I noticed that, because that is that's a lot less water than there should be there. But what it does mean is we can now start placing in some water pumpers up here. So we'll do can we place one there? No. We can place one there. So we go. So what we'll do is we'll place them all there. And this I'm not really expecting this to ever really run out of water. So if we place in like 4 up here, then in theory they will always be pumping, because they're never really going to run out of water up here, because it's just there's so much for them to do. The only problem with this is that the water will come from over there, and which means we need to obviously prioritize the actual water storages by haulers. Because that will mean that the water's all distributed by the haulers, and we won't really need to worry about a lot of stuff. This is obviously out of wood, because if I click supply, it will gather stuff from other warehouses and stuff. So that will come into effect. He's going fast. He's going fast, wasn't he? Prioritize that one by haulers as well, just so that the wood gets sort of distributed a lot more. Nothing to do in range. Okay, cool. Are you the same? Nah, you still got a couple of trees left to do. This is where I'm going to put my mushrooms and all that stuff as well. So I'm going to get this garden here. We're just going to place like 2 for now. Actually, we'll do 4. It's going to be expensive, and I'm not really sure it's exactly the best use of my materials. That's you, all used up. But we can do a little mushroom thing here. They will require water, but they won't need power, so I'm not too worried. And we can stack them as well, so that's even better. And I don't think they require any I prioritize two of those as well, just so that they are all nice and happy. This will take a long time to build up, as does most things in this world. Um, there is a problem now because obviously I forgot to turn off the water pumps, but they are obviously building in these pumps now. I don't think I need those. I don't think the water's going to get that high because I believe now it's obviously going to fill up and go out the other side now, so it's going to start flowing down here and start filling up this area, which is lovely. We're also going to prioritize those because that means that they will get built too. But the main part of this episode is obviously complete. We have the beavers' homes in. I'm quite happy with that. And obviously we can start building the beaver statues all around that. And obviously we do also now have this whole huge dam reservoir type thing built as well. Obviously these aren't producing anything because we are in the middle of a drought. Actually, I think we're just about to come out. Yep, in 2 days, which is a problem because we obviously have run out of resources and materials and stuff. So what I'm going to do, I was going to say just delete that. Gee, I don't really know why that's even there anymore. Yeah, that'll backfill. I don't know why that's there still, because we don't need it. Actually, that staircase can go there instead. But yeah, we don't need that because these are all dammed up, so not sure why I even really put that there. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this Timberborn episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. And obviously, we do have some homes now. We do have some beavers that are looking for a place to stay, a place to work. Obviously, we are obviously prioritizing these buildings over here. But of course, yeah, we do have an issue with the beavers obviously being very, very, very far away from this particular area. But the pumpers and stuff here should be all good. I'd love to say if we put a barracks over here, that the people that work in these buildings would just live in that barracks, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. Plus, all the other infrastructure is over here. The only way that the pumpers back there would actually work efficiently is obviously if we had a entirety of a building thing over there anyway. So yeah, I'm going to prioritize this because I kind of like the look of it. It looks cool sat there. But other than that, guys, everything is going pretty well. We've got planks, we've got gears. We do need to work on an industrial area. In the next episode, we actually kind of need to make a lovely power shaft line path, didn't we? So again, we'll do the classic Tom and just prioritize everything because when has that ever gone wrong? We'll also fill like all of this in with platforms. Not there though. But yeah, fill all that in with platforms. That will take a little while for them to finish, and then we can start building in some more factories and stuff, and bringing the power around. We can put in some more fermenter, food factories, facilities. Obviously, these don't actually have any corn, do they now? So we can turn it to eggplant rations, and then we can go from eggplant rations to something else as well. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. The drought has now ended, so we can now start pausing all these water things. We never really ran out of water, it's just that the beavers had to travel quite a far distance to get the water. And that lovely looking water wheel is in now as well. Even though we don't need it, um, it's kind of nice just to have it there. It's nice to look at, isn't it, really? get out of the priority list as well. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Again, I'm just dragging it on like I always do with these episodes. I was kind of just micromanaging it at the end there. But yeah, big huge dam should start overflowing any minute now and start flowing through. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and I hope to see you guys next time for some more Update 4 of Timberborn. See you guys.